Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you updated endgame ultimate melee build capable of soloing the first turret boss in the raid like a breeze and capable of doing entire raid with a team. Entire raid solo is definitely not recommended. Maybe doable, but not recommended. So now, this build is everything that you need. And extremely powerful. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is in the raid. So now, it's, as you can see, it can be played full-blooded, semi-blooded, full health if necessary. For raid, it's capable of playing semi-blooded, so about 50% rats, 50% health for increased damage. Then, let me show you all the special and everything about it. So let's start with the special. That's the special before legendary perks. There is additional 15 points of usable special from legendary and 5 points for strength purely for damage. So additional legendary for special endurance, intelligence, luck in that case. Yes, it is very endgame build, so I do have everything. Taking one for the team to increase our damage output. Power armor reboot, that's mainly needed for the raid. If you are not doing great, or if you are confident you will never need it, you can swap it for whatever else you like. This one can be swapped freely. Perks. What and why? As you can see, it's very interesting distribution, as that works for both power armor and no power armor. I am using at this moment sets with through Haika legendary effect on 3rd star. That's why there is no Traveling Pharmacy or through Hiker under Endurance. Although you can easily equip it, like even on a fly, I sometimes run power armor that has weapon weight reduction on it. Then I would just swap one slugger for Traveling Pharmacy and bullet shield when it's not needed for through Hiker. And I will add Revenant as bullet shield is 4 points. Now, so basically strength is all damage. All the slugger perks, blocker for resistance, incisor for more damage, focusing on auto axe and other auto melee weapons. For everyday enemies, any auto melee weapon work with this build insanely good. Auto axe remains number 1. Then under perception, concentrated fire is in here, so I can cripple Scourge Beast limb and then I can fight it on the ground. Fire in the hole, that's for expeditions to have those tracking grenades, slight improvements. It can be swapped for whatever else you need, or just you can drop perception to 1 point. Endurance, the most important category, makes you a super tank. So life giver for more health, iron stomach for resistances, natural resistance for more resistances, thirst quencher, more action points. As we have very low endurance, so this is very helpful for auto axe to never run out of action points. Bullet shield, that's for the raid, and only for the raid. Other than that, it's not needed. For the stage 1 robot boss on the raid, we have bullet shield. Fascinated because there was room, not really essential, but helps you get disease less often. Fireproof, to be more tanky. Radical, to do more damage. Star genes to keep your mutations. And though someone is sharing duplicates of my perks, so they do nothing. Charisma, stretching numbers to boost mutations. Tenderizer to do more damage. Intelligence, first aid, especially needed for the raid, so your stim packs work crazy good, especially super ones. Nerd rage, for everyday basis when you run in the nerd rage zone as a blooded. You could swap it if you don't plan to ever go solo with your health. Free to swap. Science to boost auto axe. Makeshift warrior to make auto axe last longer. Agility, enforcer for crippling purposes with Peppa Shaker or any other shotgun, especially in VATS. Evasive, when we're outside of power armor to still be super tanky. Born survival, max out for the raid purposes. You probably don't need it max out if you don't do raids. Adrenaline for more damage. So this one can be swapped if you want something else and you do not plan too much of a raiding. Luck, bloody mess for even more damage. Serendipity for tankiness outside of power armor. 4-leaf clover to cripple Scourge Beast wings. That's 2 perks. Concentrated fire, okay, 3 perks. Concentrated fire, Enforcer, and 4-leaf clover. It's 3 points spent for crippling ability. I fully justify it for my build. It's 3 points, really worth it. So I would not skip that. Class Freak for less side effects of mutations. Curator, there was room for 1 card, so why not? Raid is dropping a lot of magazines and bobbleheads. Why not use them? So I'm using them. Junk Shield for even more tankiness. Good with salt. Melee, yes, you need your food. Melee loves food. I would not recommend playing without it. Even with the freezer, I like to have my freezer fully stockpiled, 50 slots taken, and still have extra food on me. Ricochet for tankiness. Again, as you can see, super tanky. Endgame build, absolute powerhouse. The mutations and the gear, what's important. Mutations first. Adrenal reaction for more damage. Bird bones for slower falling. There is penalty to strength, but just 1, we can live with that. Carnivore, that's the food for melee. Eagle Eyes, for occasional use of criticals. It can be here. You can't really utilize criticals with melee, so you could remove it. I don't like it, because if I load different loadout that has guns, I have those mutations. 1 strength doesn't really hurt me as much. Egghead, extra intelligence, not only more experience you are getting, but as well stim packs are more efficient. For raid, it's very good. Empath, that's for my teammates. I'm so tanky I can help them out. So I'm running Empath on top of everything. Herd Mentality, free special. Marsupial for jumping and carry weight. Scully Skin for extra tankiness with very little cost. Speed Demon for movement speed, mainly. And Twisted Muscle for extra melee damage. So those are the mutations. Now, important gear. For the weapons, we have Auto Axe, Anti-Armor as a main damage dealer. That's the highest damage, the hardest hitting weapon I do have in my disposal. For daily driving, Auto Axe is the Vampire with exactly the same 2nd and 3rd star. Those are 2 god rolls of melee. Depend if you need mainly damage or survivability. So Vampire and Anti-Armor, I do have both. For the tanking and activating bullet shield Vampire minigun, I did modify it to fire a little bit slower, so 3-barrel. Therefore, I don't need to stop firing. The continuous fire lasts a lot. I will show you in a moment. After that, of course, you can run whatever else you want. I do have, for crippling, Vampire Shaker with single barrel and Medic Ultrasight Laser Rifle for occasional usage. Any medic weapon will do. It's worth having medic weapon to heal friendly NPCs or allies on your team. Sometimes it's needed, so I like to have 1 medic's weapon, and that's basically all it's needed. I'm carrying more, but they're not really necessary. The essential for weapons I already showed. Now that's my armor. It's Civil Engineer, Unyielding, Endurance, Food, Drink, Chem, Weight Reduction. A lot of combination would work. So it's up to you. It does not need to be this one. It can be anything else. Unyielding is the important part if you care about damage. My universal armor for the raid is, of course, Overeaters, 1-piece auto stim, all other pieces Overeaters with luck bonus. That doesn't help melee, so it should be strength bonus, but I cannot craft as many power armor sets. This one is for VATS, but what can you do? You cannot craft set for everything, in my opinion, so you don't need to rely on absolutely perfect set. The same situation with my ship shield. That's full set of troubleshooters with luck, and I do not have in here strength. Again, I do not have strength, but this is okay. You don't need strength everywhere. So now a quick combat showcase. I think best target will be a raid turret. So let's do it. Turret solo. Equipping Shredder. Placing power armor so we can stand close as a melee. Second power armor. Placed correctly. We can press the button. And here we go. Stand nicely on the middle as we cannot move forward. If we touch the turret platform, we die. So that's definitely not something I want to happen. 500 bullets in this minigun should be enough. Oh, I have addiction to psychopath, so why not use it so there is no red on the screen. And I'm just firing now until this guy will drop the shield. And killing from the minigun should keep me alive, even though I'm almost bloodied build. Plus the stimpaks that will be applied by my power armor, medic pump, as well as born survival. So this all together keeps me alive. And that's it. Now switching to auto-axe weapon. And look at this beautiful damage. I don't think there is anything else I could have shown you to prove how powerful this build is if I can melt this boss like that during the raid. And I'm not even sure if my food build is active. Probably not. Let me check after we finish with this turret. Is that with or without food buff? I think that was without. Oh, it actually killed me after I succeeded. Okay. Hilarious game, hilarious. So, is that with or without the food buff? As well, all the buffs that I'm running, you can see, like, I have all regular food, but I'm not sure if I have melee food. I have food that accumulate and I'm buying from vendors, so you can see what I'm running. The important part, there is no melee damage food, and we need it. So maybe I didn't plan it at first, but we'll do a full comparison. One without food buff, and now I'm taking one piece of food from my stash, and this will be a run on the turret with a food buff. So already, if I equip auto axe and now inspect its damage, it is really high. This is anti-armor. Let's do it. Okay, the same thing one more time. Place the power armor. Place the second one. This in this view is harder. Plus we need to use third person view to run it anyway. Forward. Up. Come on. Little bit different placement. Should be good enough. Let's see. Should be able to reach from here to the turret. Ready? Oh, the last time was psychopath, so this time too. Turret arriving. Let's make sure it's loaded. How long will it take from press of the button? How long will it take us to kill it? There's like 30 seconds before it even emerges. But this is okay. How long do we need to take a shield down? Come on, take your shield down. Shoot yourself. Oh, you staggered me. That's not nice. That will be a full damage demonstration, so I decided to go for extra toxic goo application before attack. And here we go, look at this damage. Full damage output, so you can really do it under a minute. It's a little bit longer here. But if you go a little bit smoother, it can be done under a minute. I basically got it down before even I need to go to a shelter. It just opened now. And it's done. That's the full power, the full potential of this build. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase. That's updated endgame raid ready melee build for you. Feel free to copy it, modify it, do whatever you want with this knowledge. I hope it will be helpful. And that being said, thank you all for watching and see you all in the next one.